Hi, this is DarkFox127 and welcome to a Skyrim creation kit tutorial video. Today I'm going to be redoing my animal followers tutorial, which last time around had a couple of shady areas and it didn't include all the follower dialogue that you can put in. So it's going to be a bit more advanced this time, hopefully get through things a little quicker, and well, it'll just overall be a lot better and we'll have a much better animal follower at the end of it. So let's begin by actually creating an actor. Now you're going to want to know what actor you want to have following you. So it could be a wolf or a spriggan or anything like that. So you'll have to decide what you want. Once you've decided sort of what actor you want, because in my last creation kit tutorial I decided that I was going to feature the cow from the last one in this one, I'm going to make a cow follower. And thanks to Ron Ray, we have decided to name the cow Clyde. So Clyde the cow is going to be my follower. Obviously you can create whatever follower you want to create, but if we just go into the actual section here, you want to know what the race is called and what the skin is called, and you're going to want to keep in mind what those two things are because we're going to make different versions of them. So we need to know we've got cow race and skin cow. Pretty simple, but some of them can have odd names, so they don't always follow that kind of rule. We're going to duplicate that, edit it. We're just going to keep in mind that race and skin, but we're not going to do that now. We're just going to do the basics. So we're going to put DF cow and we're going to call it Clyde. Take a respawn, essential unique, though these tend to change after you change everything, so we'll double check that afterwards. I'm not going to go through everything that you can set sort of stats wise relationships. That is all included in a lot of my other videos, so you can go and check those out. We're going to remove any factions, that's an important part. Whoops-a-daisy. Remove all other factions, and you want follower, so we want current follower, and you want to type in potential, or most of it, and you want potential animal faction. So you're going to want those two factions, and current follower needs to be -1. You can click F2 on there. Oops. Click F2 on there to sort of edit the number, in case you don't know. Relationship we don't really need. AI data we want to make sure they're not very aggressive and all that, so set the usual, helps friends and allies. We're going to have a full hardy cow. Packages, make sure there's no packages for now. If you don't want to set packages up, that's fine. It just means that when they're not following you, that they'll revert to those packages. I'm just going to have the cow pretty much stand where it is. Outfits don't need to bother with, but you'll set all this up. That's fine. When you're happy with it, go ahead and let's just make sure that essential and unique are ticked so our cow can't die. So create our new cow. Now we've got our actor, we're going to want to do what I mentioned, which is changing the skins. If I can remember where I'm going here. We are after, that's it, armor and armor add-on. And you're also going to want the races under character. So we'll do the race first, as you can see, because it's already in the filter. We've already got it there. We're going to edit the cow race. We're going to want to make a new one, so we'll change the ID. We'll put DF on the front. Go to general data first and make sure that can't open doors is unticked. Otherwise they're not going to be able to follow you through certain areas. And make sure that you tick allow PC dialog. That's important for obvious reasons. And the body data will change in a moment, so click OK because we didn't duplicate it beforehand. We'll click yes to creating a new form, and we've got our race. We'll leave that for a moment. Go under items, armor, and as you can see we've got skin cow. We've actually got skin cow painted, but we just want skin cow. Duplicate that. Like I said, if it's like a wolf or whatever, then it's going to be something along the lines of wolf skin. It's going to be whatever matches up to your race. So we'll just change this to follower. That tends to make it a little easier to find later on. And you want to go ahead and delete whatever is in this. No, we don't want to delete that yet, actually. No, we'll go ahead, click OK, just confirm that. Click no and then yes. Go to armor add-on. We're just going to make copies of each first. So we're going to make a copy of that. Put follower on the end, or whatever unique ID you want. There we go. Click OK. No and yes. Now we're just going to go back into armor. Go to our skin follower. Delete that. I think. Oh, yep. Whoops. Go new. And we're going to look for our armor that we just created. So we want to add the follower armor there. Click OK. Go under race. Add our cow race if it wants to actually show there. It's DF cow. That's it. Add your cow race. Don't worry if anything disappears there. It is still there. Just click OK. Go into your armor add-on, I think. Let's just check that. Yep. Change the race in there to your race. OK. And then you want to go into your race again. It gets a bit confusing, but if you just follow it through and make sure that all this is set up, you'll be fine. Go into body data, and as you can see, it's got skin here, so you want to change that to the skin that we've selected. And just click preview. And if you can see your cow, then everything's gone well. If you've set everything up properly, then you'll be able to see it. If your cow doesn't appear after you've done all that, then you've done something wrong. Just backtrack and check everything over. Click OK. And we should be good to go back to our actual actor, which is our cow. And then you want to change the skin and the race in there. Click preview just to make sure. There we go. OK. Now make sure you save quite regularly. Otherwise, if you get through most of it and then the kit crashes, as it always likes to do, then you're a bit screwed and you have to do it all again. But now we've got our actual actor laid out and it's ready to be able to be talked to. Dialogue wise, it actually needs the dialogue. So just going to close a few of these tabs out my way. I'm going to go under character and quest, and then we're going to type in follower to the filter. You'll see dialogue follower. Double click on that. Might take a little while to load. Drag out these names here. And you should see a nice menu like this. Now you should get dismiss, doing favour, follow, trade and wait. So go under dismiss and you'll get a list of all these on here. We want to alternate click and make a new one entirely, and we'll get this box here. You might get a warning up if you haven't got a mic plugged in saying that you won't be able to record anything. Don't worry about that. We're going to use sounds from the game already. And the response text doesn't really matter because they won't be saying the response text back to you if they're an animal. So I usually use this as sort of a guide to know that it's my bit of dialogue that I've put in. So I'll just put the name of whatever it is that I'm creating, which in this case is cow. Click sound file. Sometimes it flickers and doesn't open, so you have to press it twice. That's pretty annoying, to be honest. Type in cow, and as you can see, it comes up with all the NPC dialogue for cows. Now, if you were doing a wolf, type in wolf, and you have to pick one with NPC on the front. So this is going to be the sound that they'll respond with when you click on them for dismissal, and it'll be the same for all of those, which you'll see soon. So put in cow, and we've got moo there, so we'll go with moo, so that'll make our cow just moo. Click OK, and then it will change to this menu here. The topic text is pretty much what you're going to be saying to them, usually, but you can put the prompt is where you'll have to actually type in exactly what you want to say. So you'd usually actually say, it's time for us to part ways, but you can change it a bit if you like, so you can say, go away. Go away, Clyde. You can put whatever you want in there. If you get any sort of spell check, just ignore all, get rid of it. Make sure you tick this one here, goodbye. And then we've got to start adding a few conditions. So alternate click and new. Type in get in faction. Usually type get in F and it'll automatically fill it. Click where it says invalid. and start typing in current follower faction till you see it in the menu there. Click OK, click OK again, and then we're going to add another condition here, alternate click and new, and we're going to go get is race. Clicking invalid, and we're going to go df cow, so that will be the name of your race. Click OK, OK again. And that's all we need for conditions there. Now the next thing is Papyrus script. You might be thinking, oh no, Papyrus scripting, don't know how to do it, don't like it. Don't worry, I've got a notepad which will be available for download on my website. I'll put the link in the description, and I'm just going to show it you here. These are all the scripts that you're going to need. It looks like a lot, but you just copy and paste this stuff in and it'll do most of the work for you. Now, where it says begin code here, the line under there, which is P dialog follower as dialog follower script blah blah dismiss animal. Copy that part, go back in the kit and paste it within this fragment part here, and you should get a line there. Now once you've done that, click compile. Don't worry if you get this little warning, you always get this on the dismiss one. Just go ahead and click OK and ignore it. Give it a couple of seconds, click on advanced, and we're going to rename the script, because as you can see it defaults it and gives it a funny code name, and it's not going to be very easy to find again if we have to for any reason. So we're going to put df cow dismiss. Click OK. You can call yours whatever you want, and then it will change in there as you can see. Then we want to alternate click, edit source, wipe out whatever's in there, and then you want to go back into your little notepad here and you want to drag all of this here under dismiss dialog. So you want all of it this time. Copy that. Control and V to paste it in, because you can't get usual menus within Papyrus scripting. And you just want to change this one bit here where I've put name here. Get rid of all of that, including the inverted commas, and then you want to type in the name of your script. So I just called mine df cow dismiss. That's exactly what I'm going to type in there now. Df cow dismiss. Make sure you don't put an extra space or an extra dot or forget to delete anything, because one minor error with this and the whole thing won't work. And once you're confident that you've done that, click file and save, and your script should compile successfully. If it doesn't, then you've slipped up somewhere. Just retrace your steps. Then you just close that once it's done. Then click on your script, go properties, click on P dialog follower, click edit value, go under there and start typing dialog follower and select that there. Click OK. And that is our dismiss part done. Now we're just going to go through and do the other ones. I'm going to show you a nice quick way through doing this. There's a really nice quick way that you can do a lot of these. We'll click OK there. That can take a few seconds to close, so be patient with it. Now these you can sort of get away with a little in terms of the scripting, and I'll show you what I mean. So you can ignore doing favor, we don't need anything for that, just favor state. This is where we're going to be able to command them around, say wait over there or go kill that. Alternate click new. And we're going to go through roughly the same steps. So I'm going to type in cow again for my own use. Double click sound file. And I'm going to go cow. Click moo. OK. And then go into the prompt. Going to put in I need you to do something. Click goodbye again. And we're going to put the same conditions into this one. So get is race, and we're going to want the get in faction. So the faction is current follower faction. Okay, so you want those two again. Now like the other one, we're going to put a little string in here. So if we go back here, it's this string here, akspeaker.set doing favor. We'll copy that. Paste it in there. Click compile. You won't get that little warning this time. You only tend to get it on dismiss. Click advanced. Rename. df cow favor. Click OK. Give it a few seconds. Let it change. Edit the source to that. And what you can do is carry on as usual. and you can do what you did with the last one. You can go in there, grab all of that script, all that there, copy that, put it in, paste it, and then again just change the name of the bit of script here. Whatever's there, change that, whatever's between script name and extends, change that to the name of your script, which is favor. So I'll show you what else you can do to make things speed up on the next one. So we'll click save. That should compile. We don't need to set properties for these. Click OK. So the next one I'm just going to show you what you can do in place of that. So we're going to go to follow. We're going to make one in follow now. So again, we're going to click cow. You'll get quite quick at this when you know what you're doing. Follow me. Goodbye. Now these conditions are going to be, there's going to be one extra. So we want the usual two. Get is race df cow. Get in faction, and you want your current follower faction. Okay. Now there's one different one that we're going to add into this, and type in get actor value, or get actor v usually shows it up. Click where it says aggression and type in wait, and you should get waiting for player. Click OK and OK. So you just want that extra one there. Now, this is where you can speed things up with most of these. The only one that you can't do this trick for is dismiss. You have to go through all the rigmarole with dismiss of setting the property and editing the script and actually put it in. But I'm going to show you a quick way around this. And the quick way is grabbing that bit there. This time, get owning quest as dialog follower script animal follow. We're going to copy that, and this time, when we put that in, click compile, give it a few seconds. Click advanced, rename, again give it a name, OK. And this time, rather than actually editing the script at all, so we're not going to go alternate click edit source, we're just going to click OK. And what it does with all of these, apart from dismiss, is that little bit of fragment usually lets it know exactly what needs to go in there anyway, and it goes ahead and does it for you. So if we double click back in there, and then edit source, as you can see, it's actually already filled it in. So I find that's really quick. I just noticed it by accident, and it's really helpful. So we can do that for the last few, so it's really going to speed things up. But like I said, do not do that for dismiss. Dismiss is very specific and has a property that needs setting for it, so make sure you do that the long-winded way. So we've got trade up next. New, type in cow. Now you've obviously got the hang of it. I'll probably just fly through this a little quicker. Let's put whatever in there. Goodbye. Get his race. Whoops. Get him faction. Just those two there. No need for the wait one. Fragment. And we're going to do the same again. AK speaker, open inventory, that's the bit you want. We're going to paste that in there, compile it, go to advanced, rename it, DF cow trade, OK. We're just going to go click OK, that should script it for us. And then we're going to go to wait, we're going to go new, and do all the same again pretty much. Again, there's an extra condition has to go in this one as well, which I'll slow down for. So let's just put goodbye, put what we want in there. And then the other one that you want is get actor value again, like the other one. And you want to click, type in wait, and you want waiting for player again, but this time you're going to change this value here from 1, and you're going to put that to 0. Now, it's very important that you do that. If you slip up on that, then you'll have funny dialogue that won't quite work properly. So scripting, we've got wait here. We'll copy that bit there. Get owning quest as dialogue follower script animal wait. Paste that in, compile, go advanced, rename, df cow, wait, OK. And we're going to click OK. So they should have all sort of done most of the scripting for us. Really speeds things up, especially if you're making multiple animal followers like I have been for Corinthia Tower. Really quite a long-winded process, and that does speed things up. So once you've done all that, I know it's quite lengthy and it's quite tricky, but like I said, once you get into sort of redoing it over and over again, a bit of practice, it'll just be like it'll be easy for you. Click OK, make sure we save again, keep everything saved, and I'm just going to take a short break, and then we are going to set our actual actor up to have the dialogue put in there using our scripts. Okay, so after a breather, we have found our cow under our actors. Go into there, and there's another script that we need to sort of type up here. Don't worry, easy. And what we want to do, we want to go add, and eventually you'll come up with a nice warning if you've got Dawn Guard. You what? Oh, that's a different one. Yeah, sometimes it comes up about a script being bitchy and missing. Just say whatever to it. We're going to double click on new script, and we're going to name this df cow Clyde script. Okay, give it a few seconds, let it load it into there. And before we actually edit it, we're going to click add, and we're going to steal something. We're going to type in we dog, I think it is. we dog follower script, because that's pretty much the thing that we're sort of stealing. And we're going to edit that source, and we're going to just steal all of that there. Actually, better idea. We're going to use my script, and I'll put it into a notepad, and we'll use that because it's a lot better. If I can think of what it is, use any of these ones. Okay, this script here, what I'll do is I shall put this into a notepad document, and you can download that along with the other one, link in the description. And what we'll do, we'll remove these once we've got the bit that we want. So we'll edit our cow script, so grab the script, paste it in there, and then you'll get these two lines here. Delete the one that's just been pasted in under that, so the top line of what you've pasted in. Get rid of that, so it's got the script name df cow Clyde script, which is ours. And what I've actually added in this, I've taken one little thing away, and as you might notice, I've added a DA following message show here, and I've added it as a property. Now, if you understand scripting, that will make sense. If you don't know anything about proposed scripting, you'll just be like, what the hell are you on about? In which case, don't worry about it. That might say something different. I'll probably adjust that for the script that you use, but I'll change that a bit. But you'll just paste in whatever script it is that I'll give you anyway. Just paste it in there, let it save. It should compile. And then if you click properties on here, you should now get 3 properties on here. Now we'll leave the DA following message. The dialogue follower, I'm going to edit. And there's only one option in there, which is dialogue follower. Edit player animal count, edit that value, and type in player animal, and you'll get player animal count. So it's essentially the same. Click OK. Just confirm Clyde for a moment. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go under miscellaneous. We're going to go message. And if you wipe out the filter, you'll get a list of all these nice messages here. And there is one thing that people mentioned on the last video, which I've sort of figured out in this one. And they said, when you dismiss your animal follower, it comes up saying your dog has left your service. Now that's because most of the quick scripts that we're sort of using off the game refer to a whole load of long animal follower lists, and tied into that is the message that comes up mentioning that your dog has left your service, because the only animal follower in the vanilla version of the game is a dog, so they didn't see that as a problem. So because we don't want it to say dog, what we're going to actually do is just tweak that message that the game uses to something more generalized. if that makes sense. So if we type in follower, you'll see it's in my face, no doubt. No, I cannot see it. Let's just type in animal. Yeah, animal dismiss message. Double click in there, and that's where it says your dog heads back to his home. Now we don't want it to say that, so you're actually going to be editing a little part of the game here. We're going to change that to your companion heads home. And what that will do is it'll even change it for the dogs in the game, so it'll just say your companion heads home, and that way it also works for our followers as not to sort of start calling our cow a dog, if that makes sense. Just confirm that, okay, don't change anything else. And we're going to then alternate click new, and we're going to make our own message. So we're going to make animal follow, actually, let's make this easier, df animal message. Call it whatever you will, that doesn't matter. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, this one can be customized to your animal, it won't affect any others. So we're going to put Clyde is now following. We don't want it as a message box. Untick that. Display time. What that is, message box is it'll be waved in your face and you'll have to confirm OK. The normal one with the display time is when it just comes up in the top left, just like the other message saying that your dog has gone. So we'll just say we want that on there for 3 seconds. Click OK. And then we're just going to go back to Clyde. If we can even find Clyde. Go DF. DF, come on Clyde, where you gone? There we go. One day we will get there. Right, go into properties, and this is where we're going to just change this message to our message. So whatever you've just ID'd your message, put that in. Okay. So as you can see, if you now made another follower called Bob, you could make a message saying Bob is now following you, and then you just put that Bob message in instead. So we'll go ahead, click OK. And now we should be good to go. We'll save it, and we'll just put Clyde somewhere in Riverwood, as I always dump my characters. Nice and easy. We're in the wrong place. Need to go to Tamriel. Right. Let's go to Riverwood. Zoom out, confirm all the rubbish it wants to mention. Go over here. And we're going to dump Clyde the cow in. Eventually. There we go. Make sure we can see Clyde. There we go. Hopefully Clyde won't wander off eating grass anywhere and we'll be able to find him. So we'll click save. Now hopefully we should have a fully working cow follower. So I will see you in game. Okay, so we are in game and Clyde the cow is hanging about in Riverwood. So if we click on Clyde, comes up in the top, Clyde is now following, so that bit's worked. Then click on Clyde and say wait here Clyde. Clyde won't follow. Clyde will just, well, be Clyde. Click on Clyde again, say follow me. Walk back. Clyde should be more than happy to start following. I'm not sure what it'll be like in combat, but, you know, he is a cow. I need to trade with you. We can give him some items, so we'll give him some water. I need you to do something, and it comes up with a follower command. So we'll say just go and munch on grass over there. So as you can see, Clyde is a fully working animal follower. So I hope you found the video useful. What I have been requested to do by many is actually leave these up as sort of resource material. So I'll either leave them on the website, or I may eventually sign up to the Skyrim Nexus. And if I do, then they will go up on there, and I will change the link. So there'll be a link in the description if you want to go and download this to take a look how it's been done, or take a look and have a play with Clyde. Not in any strange way, but I hope that was helpful. So please visit my antisocial websites and my main website. Check my other videos out. Check out my mods. I've got some pretty interesting mods doing alright out there. And thank you for watching. I'll speak to you next time.